Hi, this is Andy Griffith with RE/MAX Properties here in Canandaiqua, New York, and I'm coming to you today with a video about who determines the value of your home. So I'm asked all the time by somebody who is considering selling their home, like who determines the value of my home? You know, there's things out there in our marketplace, assessed values. You know, there's appraised values. There's on Zillow, there's Zestimates. And the question I get asked quite a bit is, who really determines what the value of my home is? Or how do I determine what the value of my home is? So who really determines the value of a home is the buyers that are in our marketplace. And market value is determined by a sale of a property in what we call an arm's length transaction, meaning that a buyer is ready, willing, and able and aware of the other properties that are available in the marketplace, and they compare and contrast your property to what has sold recently, what is available on the marketplace, and perhaps even what was on the market and did not sell. Typically, that is what we refer to in the real estate business as a comparative market analysis. You might have heard it called the CMA. And that's where an agent sits down with you and looks at your property and compares it to property that are available for sale now in the marketplace, compares it to properties that have sold recently, and also takes a look at properties that were on the market and did not sell. And you analyze all of that information to help you determine where you want to be positioned in the marketplace in terms of price, to attract the most amount of interest in your property, to attract the most amount of buyers to look at your property, and that ultimately will help you to achieve the highest price possible in the market, and that would be what we would call fair market value. What's the difference between appraised value and market value? Market value is determined by buyers and sellers. It's what a buyer is willing to pay you for your home and what you are willing to sell your home to a buyer. An appraised value is typically something that the banks deal with, that the bank has an appraiser, a third party, come out and take a look at your home to make sure that the bank is going to lend money against a property that is worth what you and the buyer have determined it was worth through negotiations. Fair market value is determined by what a buyer is willing to pay you for your home, and of course what you're willing to sell your home to the buyer. Now, what happens is once that number has been agreed upon, there is what we call appraised value. When a buyer is utilizing bank financing, the bank sends an appraiser out to look at your home to be sure that your home is, let's say, worth in the bank's eyes what you and the buyer have determined it's worth. So let's say that you find a buyer that is willing to pay you 10, 15, 20% more than the appraised value, then they're probably not going to end up getting a loan to buy your home, and therefore the deal will not close. There's a lot of folks thinking about getting their home on the market today, and it's really important, if you're going to put your house on the market, that you put it on the market for the highest price that you possibly can, but also keeping in mind that it needs to be fair market value. So if you're considering getting your home on the market today and you want to get an idea of what your home is worth, go ahead and click on the button on this site that talks about what is my home worth, or better yet, go ahead and connect with me personally and we'll do a customized comparative market analysis for you.